will kick it off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So NC State's offense takes the field for the first time today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
You usually want to start a game where you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive, get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake over it.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump, but that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Anderson wants to throw. Finds his tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying play action. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. There he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the grab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Now he's got it all the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for pole position.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Anderson will throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Finds his man. It's Jones. And he's wrestled to the ground.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket, forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Trying to get the corner. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find some.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Makes the quick grab.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Trying to move them on the counter. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Anderson wants to throw. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. Oh, there's an alley on the left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. NC State going up tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Anderson will throw. Finds his man. It's Upshaw. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Davidson. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Running back searching for a hole. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Anderson wants to throw. Sets up the screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Hunt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Now they'll run it on the toss. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the ground, it's Clements. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Anderson will throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of...
Touchdown, Auburn! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. He's got it on the right. At the 35, he's loose. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Off play action. Quickly complete. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Wants to go up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Just drives it between the uprights. Are forced to settle for 3. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Caught in the backfield. It's Clements. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Makes a connection. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Anderson wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jones. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Clements. Still running at the 40. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Auburn offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. That one comes out hot down the right side.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence.
There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Complete in the middle. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Used the play fake. Now to throw. The short hands. It's Upshaw. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls down.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field.
Let's go, let's go.
Finding open areas. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Quick completion to the right. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down.
Here we go.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Anderson will throw. Caught over the middle. It's Clements. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Here's the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think
he's loose. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, NC State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Ohio. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He leaves it with his back. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Auburn just keeps piling up yards on the ground, and they have done this for years and years.
Just stacking them up. That's who they are. That's what their identity is. They want to run the football first, establish the line of scrimmage, play physical. That's what great Auburn teams do.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Today's game in football, it's about getting your speedsters in space. Why? Because you let them do the rest. You get them the football quickly, let them break tackles. You see so many times them making plays after the catch. So hard to stop.
Unloads to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it, you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Anderson wants to throw. Here comes the heat. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Direct snap. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. He has been unstoppable, the ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
Yeah, and you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give him credit.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Caught in the backfield, it's Keene. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Back to pass. The screen, he's got wheels. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. They just keep firing. He wants it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on second down. Wide out trying to get it in. And into the end zone. Oh. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult spot.
Turning it on! What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Now with a first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Anderson will throw. Touchdown, Tiger! And the punishment has been extended. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Got his man. Short gain. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Auburn! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Ohio. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.